Hello, Highland. Welcome to graduation 2025. Dodged a few rain clouds today, a little bit of wind, but we're here. Place looks awesome. Everybody looks great, and the class of 2025 is ready to graduate. On behalf of the Highland Board of Education, our board president, Aaron Schuster, vice president, Steve Langston, superintendent, Mike Sutton, assistant superintendent, Chris Becker, business manager, Mari Nicola, and the entire Highland administration, faculty, and staff, we're excited to congratulate and send off our class of 2025. Tonight, we will begin our ceremony with the national anthem. It will be sung by the senior choir members under the direction of Miss Shannon Wesselman. If able, please rise, and gentlemen, kindly remove your hats.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watch, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Ms. Wesselman and senior choir members. Before we begin the actual ceremony, I want to take a few minutes and send out some thanks to the people who were able to make this happen tonight. A big thanks to our music directors, Mr. Case, Mr. Paulette, Mrs. Wesselman. Our buildings and ground staff, maintenance staff, Mr. Jeff Williams and Mr. Gary Stone. They set it up, and then they set it up again about 4 o'clock today. Administrative team, Mr. Range, Mrs. Hemsel, Mr. Hamilton for the field setup, Mr. Bruce Diber and the construction class for helping to get the chairs just right. Our unsung heroes, our administrative assistants, Amy Goodwin, Jamie Jansen, Krista Hillscamp, and Sarah Wiegman for organizing the lineup and our programs. Bagley Studio for our grad photos. Our tech team of Chris Durbin, Dale Asher, and Josh Case for the live streaming technical aspects and the sound that makes me sound at least tolerable. Our faculty and staff from K through 8. Guys, you put your heart and soul into the work. We can't thank you enough for everything you've done for the class of 2025. And finally, our Highland High School teachers and staff. Guys, you put a lot of time, effort, and energy to helping these students achieve their best selves, and we cannot thank you much for making a difference. Thank you again. Speaking of faculty, we do have 4 retirees this year. We have Mr. Chris Durbin, Mr. Joel Hawkins, Mr. Ron Holt, and Ms. Brenda Cordy. I looked it up this week. They have 132 years combined at Highland CUSD 5. The way my math brain works, I went one, yeah, give them a round. 132 years. I went a step further. I thought approximately 200 kids a year each teacher sees, give or take a few. And so when I took 200 by 132, I came up with the number 26,400 for the amount of students they've had come across their classes over the last 132 years. That's an incredible number, 26,400. And then I went one step further and I got to thinking, Highland's a pretty local community. I bet there's a lot of people here in the audience that had them as a teacher. Mr. Durbin, Mr. Holt, Mr. Hawkins, or Miss Cordy. Do me a quick favor, and students, you're going to, if you 40 years ago had Coach Joel Hawkins for a class, or if you had Coach Joel Hawkins for a class this year, or any of the other teachers over the last 40 years, would you please stand real quick if you had them for class? That is an amazing sight. Look at the number of people who had them. Look at all of our faculty now who had them. That tells us they're doing one heck of a job. Thank you, retirees, for everything you've done. You may be seated. Mr. Hawkins will be up in just a few minutes for a reflection as well. The parents, the families, the community of Highland, preparing this group for graduation day. Somebody said, what makes Highland special? I said, they care about their kids. Nobody cares more about their kids than Highland does. Thank you for all the support you give our students as well as our school. And finally, the people that are most important here tonight, right? The guests of honor, our students. You guys are phenomenal. I'm a first-year principal. I needed a lot of help. I needed a lot of guidance. I needed a lot of leadership. And I had to look no further than this group right here for that. We had a phenomenal year this year. It was exceptional. And it was because we had an exceptional senior class. So thank you all very much. Let's go ahead and get started with some of our student speeches. We're going to have our class officers come up now. And our first student speaker will be Miss Megan Wiesman, 2025 Class Vice President, the daughter of Craig and Jennifer Wiesman of Highland. Megan plans to attend Murray State University next fall to study pre-law and business administration.
I have one order of business to do really quick. I'm aware we're not original. And I need to put my eyes on. Hello, all family, friends, staff, and students to the 2025 HHS graduation. My name is Megan Wiesman. I am overjoyed that my class allowed me the opportunity to have a microphone in front of all of these people. Though going off script is very tempting, I will refrain. Admin is brave enough to greenlight this. I'll give them some respect. Now, I'm not going to stand here in front of all these people and act like I have any advice worth mentioning. That's for the valedictorian. I don't have any unique wisdom or higher achieved academic thing from my high school career. The only reason I'm speaking to you today was because of my poor financial decision to spend 4 shifts worth of money to order custom shirts with my face on it. Therefore, I present a silly anecdote from my childhood that hopefully brings a smile to your face. And if not, I think I have the shortest speech, so this shouldn't take too long. When I was but a wee lass of age 4, I wanted to find a new hide-and-seek spot. I came up with the miraculous idea to hide in a pillowcase. It fit me, it was discreet, and I loved trying to fit myself into small things. So I crawled into the pillowcase and giggled with euphoria. I fit! Unfortunately, after a couple minutes, I got sweaty, so I started calling for my mom. Only I was stuck. I started sobbing for my mom, and unfortunately, my hiding spot was too good. She couldn't find me for a couple minutes. But eventually, she found me, and I had a newly developed claustrophobia. I learned a few things that day. Stop trying to fit into things you might not get out of. But also, more importantly, if you're surrounded by people who care about you, no matter how sticky or silly the situation may be, you can always call out for support. Over the years, I've gotten to even more sticky and even more silly situations, but no matter what, I know I can call on my friends and family for help. Even though they may make fun of me a couple times, I usually deserve it. I know that I can always stand for them. Likewise, to my dear friends and my incredibly loving family, I also have to recognize the incredible staff at HHS. You guys always help kids through tough times. and you always prove time and time again that your commitment and passion to teaching the next generations, that's not necessarily in your job description. It's teachers like these, particularly Senora Cope, for always treating students, whether she's even had them in class or not, like old friends, even going to nearly every single choir or thespian event. It's teachers like these that make kids feel seen and worthy of investing into their own future. Let's be honest. Do you think any other the teachers may not have taught me ethos, logos, and pathos, or how to apply the Pythagorean theorem, but they taught me how to stand up for myself, deal with hardship, and be a better part of the community. Let's be honest. Do you think any other administration would be allowing of my t-shirts? The ones who know, no, they would not. But I'm here to say, once again, how thankful I am and all of my fellow graduates are for you guys being a part of our journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Megan. We will next hear from Senior Class President Sophia Fleming, daughter of Mr. J. Fleming of Highland and Mrs. Angie Freeman, also of Highland. Sophia will study nursing next year at SWIC.
Hello, everyone. I'm grateful to be up here today to talk about these amazing graduates of 2025. I'm sure I can speak for us all when I say thank you to family, friends, coaches, sponsors, staff, and all of our other supporters. We seriously could not have gotten to this point without you all. You're the reason we have been able to thrive the last 4 years. The reason we have been able to leave our mark on Highland High School that will not be forgotten. Throughout our high school years, our class has had a phenomenal amount of success in academics, arts, athletics, and more. Academically, we have state scholars, National Honor Society members, many honor roll and high honor roll recipients, classmates with multiple college credits, high test scores, and all-state academic team members. In the arts, we have first chairs, award-winning soloists, various marching band podium awards, complex student-made pieces of art displayed throughout the school, and Platinum Chef winners. Athletic accolades include conference, regional, sectional, and state champions, 1,000-point club members, athletes with over 100 varsity wins, tournament winners, and school and conference record breakers. There are students in our class who lead or participate in clubs and compete and excel in competitions for them. We have people who can build houses and weld with excellent quality. Each member of our class has contributed to this incredible portfolio. We have a large group with a large amount of success, but that is not all there is to us. We are dedicated to what we do and model school spirit. Some of my favorite memories with y'all are storming this field after football games or yelling our class cheer during pep rallies. Our class is certainly amazing and an impressive group, but we do have one flaw: senior pranks. Who knew you could mess up balloons and sticky notes, am I right? I don't know. Anyway, the people that are sitting in front of me are truly caring individuals. For example, just a few weeks ago, I got a red card during one of my soccer games. I did not beat anyone up. I literally just used my hands outside the goalie box. Anyways, the punishment for this is sitting out for the rest of that game, plus you have to be benched for the next game. The punishment for this was hard, but my teammates came behind me. My fellow seniors led the charge towards quickly adding a whole nother game before our senior night, which was the game I had to sit out. They did this despite our already tiring week with 4 games, simply to let me play. This is just one example of the compassion of all of these graduates. Another would be the amazing support given when our classmates are in need. We have raised money by holding sports camps, selling baked goods at lunch, volunteering our time, buying t-shirts, and so much more for our peers in need. The class of 2025 is so remarkable, not just because of all of our successes, but because we are a class that is generous, supportive, and selfless. These invaluable traits will translate throughout the rest of our lives. We have certainly left Highland High School a better place by raising the bar for those who will fill our shoes. We encourage the younger classes to keep building on this legacy. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in a future." Sadly, we are not going to see each other as much anymore, but I know that you are all off to make an even bigger impact in the world. So, congratulations, class of 2025. I can't wait to see you at the reunions. And if you will, please stand for one more class cheer. Woo! All right, are we ready? Let's get hyped. All right, hey seniors, what's your number? Hey seniors, what's your number? 25, 25, 20, 20, 25. Woo! Thank you.
Thank you, Sophia. Finally, we will be hearing from our senior class treasurer, Miss Sadie Hogue, daughter of Sean and Shannon Hogue of Highland, Illinois. Sadie will be studying nursing at Lakeland Community College.
Good evening, everyone. Standing here today, it feels surreal. We've made it. It feels like just yesterday we were walking into high school for the first time, trying to find our classes and figuring out who we were. After all the long nights, early mornings, quizzes, and moments where we thought, there's no way I can do this, we did it. And we're here, we pushed through, we're graduating. High school has been a journey full of ups and downs, laughter and stress, victories and lessons. We've grown in not just what we know, but in who we are. We've discovered new passions, formed friendships we'll never forget, and learned how to navigate life just a little bit better. And let's be real, half of us only graduated thanks to Google, ChatGPT, and Quizlet. To our teachers, thank you for not only teaching us, but for believing in us, even when we didn't believe in ourselves. You challenged us, supported us, and helped us grow. To our families, thank you for cheering us on every step of the way, for late-night pep talks, rides to school, and endless love and support. And to my classmates, thank you for being my support system, my teammates, and my friends. We've laughed, cried, and grown together, and I'll carry those memories with me wherever I go. As we head into the next chapter, thank you for whether it's starting our careers, continuing our education, or both, let's carry with us the lessons we've learned and the passion that brought us here in the first place. Let's show the world what compassion, skill, and bulldog pride really look like. The future is not all laid out for us, but the future is ours to conquer. Congratulations, class of 2025. We made it.
Thank you very much, class officers. We appreciate your leadership for the last couple of years. Next, I would like to introduce Highland Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Mike Sutton, who will announce the salutatorian and valedictorian awards for the class of 2025.
Good evening. It is with great pleasure and honor that I will be presenting the class of 2025 salutatorian and valedictorian awards. This year we have one salutatorian and two valedictorians. This year's salutatorian is the son of Scott and Heather Ottmer of Highland. He is graduating with a GPA of 5.39. He will be attending the University of Illinois in Champaign and studying animal sciences with a concentration in pre-vet. The class of 2025 salutatorian is Joshua David Ottmer.
I. Sorry guys, let me fix this hat. Friends, family, and the class of 2025. It truly is an honor to stand before you today as the class salutatorian. It'd be inappropriate for me not to thank those that have helped me to get here, so I'd like to extend my sincerest gratitude to my parents, my sister, and all my teachers and classmates that have continually pushed my limits and gotten me here. I truly couldn't have done it without you. This isn't where I want to focus, though. Instead, I want to talk about how lucky we are to have been on this journey together. For most of us, our journey in Highland schools started 12 years ago in the kindergarten wing of a building that no longer exists. In our heads, we were the greatest group of 5-year-olds to have ever ran the halls. Fast forward a few years, though, and we crossed the parking lot to take on 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade in the original Highland High School. Next up were 3 years across the highway at HMS, which were sadly spoiled by COVID, and then, all of a sudden, we were high schoolers. We didn't quite know what to expect, just that the next 4 years would be the craziest of our lives. Together, back in August of 2021, we walked through those doors and started to make HHS our own. We've laughed and we've cried, we've won and we've lost, but we've always done it as a class. Through all of our ups and downs, we banded together and made this town, these people, and each other feel like home. Fellow graduates, I want to thank you for all the memories we've made, for all the friendships we've forged, and most importantly, for making my high school experience the best 4 years I could have imagined. Up until this point, we've made every challenge go our way by acting as a team. After tonight, though, we move on and face the world as individuals, each taking our own path toward success. As we embark on these separate journeys, I want to wish all of you the very best of luck and hope that when you feel lost, you can find comfort in this home we've built together. Thank you, Class of 2025, and congratulations.
This year's co-valedictorian is the daughter of Richard and Karen Beckemeyer of Highland. She is graduating with a GPA of 5.43. She will be attending Southern Illinois University at Edwardsville and studying pre-med. The class of 2025 co-valedictorian is Celia Claire Beckemeyer.
It's Bobby pinned. Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for coming. Standing here at our very last high school event, I wanted to reflect less on our actual graduation and more on the journeys we each took to get here. All the awards and diplomas we've earned are important achievements, but the most meaningful thing I'll be taking away from my time here is the memories I've made. But instead of just talking about those moments, my friends and I decided to put together a bit of a school spirit rap instead. But since this is a formal event, we'll just call it a poem. Call me Sese, Abe Seche. There's 104 days of summer vacation. Shout out Senora Cope, cat like nope nope nope, mystic pretty dope, teaching us about slope. Going to the coffee shop, ag class knows about crops. We not eating slop, dogs always on top. You know I'm about to slay. Volleyball, I used to play. Holt in the hallway, don't see that every day. Bulldog's so wise, eyes on the prize, wearing red and black, shout out Mr. Mack. After expressing my school spirit and love for the memories I've made here at Highland High, I'd like to thank everyone for listening, my parents and family for always supporting me, and all my friends who made high school fun and memorable. I wish all my fellow graduates the best of luck going into the future, and for anyone who's still listening, remember that diamonds form under pressure. Thank you.
This year's co-valedictorian is the daughter of James and Lee Vidmar of Highland. She is graduating with a GPA of 5.43. She will be attending Illinois State University in Normal, Illinois, and will study business. The class of 2025 co-valedictorian is Alyssa Josephine Vidmar.
Good evening, everyone. It's an incredible honor to stand before you today as the class of 2025's co-valedictorian. This moment represents years of dedication, late night studying after hours of practice, and maybe a few too many energy drinks. From the nervous excitement of freshman orientation to a graduation ceremony full of promise, it's hard to believe how quickly the time passed. Along the way, we all had significant people in our lives that influenced us. I first followed my sister's footsteps by stepping into the dance studio, and today I find myself following her path once again, proudly standing here as valedictorian. Therefore, to my family, thank you for your love, your quiet sacrifices, and your constant encouragement. And to the families of each and every graduate, We may be the ones walking across the stage, but you walked this journey with us, and for that we are forever grateful. When many of us first arrived at Highland, coming from different schools or simply intimidated with great change ahead, we were unsure of where exactly we would fit in. With me, the dance team, student council, and tough classes trauma bonded us together, and I quickly came to feel welcomed and loved. Highland has given us many more blessings. I want to thank the classmates and teammates who became lifelong friends, the teachers who always believed in us and reminded us we didn't have to be perfect to be enough, and the Highland community that made this unfamiliar place feel like home. My plans are to follow my dreams and attend Illinois State as a D1 dancer and studying business. While we all have different plans as we leave this building, it's important to recognize that our dreams and our futures would not be possible without this building and the amazing people in it. Highland provides a strong foundation that empowers us to exceed beyond graduation. We are capable, resilient, and ready. But remember, success isn't about the titles or the awards. It's about doing what matters to you, finding the meaning in your efforts, and being the best version of yourself. I've learned that success, much like dancing, is about embracing every step and celebrating every little advancement. So class of 2025, today we step in many directions: college, work, military, and other opportunities. Let us lead with pride in each, walking boldly into what comes next with that bulldog spirit. Fellow graduates, be proud of what you've achieved, and as we move forward, find the courage to keep dancing even when the music changes. Congratulations, and thank you, class of 2025. This is only the beginning.
Awesome. Thank you guys for those speeches. At this time, if we could ask our a cappella choir under the direction of Mrs. Shannon Westman to come up and perform the song, Come So Far, Got So Far to Go. Awesome job, Mrs. Wesselman and a cappella choir. This year we do have a special reflection from a retiring teacher. Like I said just a few minutes ago, this retiring teacher has been with Highland CUSD 5 for 40 years. That's a long time. So at this time, would you please help me welcome to the stage Mr. Joel Hawkins.
It has been so therapeutic to throw balls at your children and mine over these years. When I first started, I threw a football camera at the superintendent. The most impressive part was his foreman throwing it back at me. That was the first superintendent a long time ago. Life. I've learned a lot about life in these years, so some of you up there can relate. I'm staring at new life, a baby, tears rolling down my eyes, you know, this miracle of life. And now look, fifth row, here he is. How did he get here this fast? Probably a lot of you are in the same position that way. So we're just going to make a couple of lessons that we've learned and how it's going to fuel some advice to this class. Love, I learned a lot about that from a 1982 graduate of Highland High School named Lisa. She's up there somewhere with an overdue grandbaby in the hopper. Life and then love. Sports lessons, what does it teach? Block somebody. Football guys, if you don't block, if you don't tackle, we lose. Stop something. That's what I would say to my goalie. He never listened to me in hockey. Team. Practice makes permanent. Communicate. Never give up. Failure. How do you deal with failure? Because it's in everything. Then it hits you in life. What are you going to do? Hopefully you learn some of these lessons as you're going through. It reminded me as a 7th grade coach, one of the things I saw often, I would have to cut 7th grade boys. Their dream would be cried all over Coach Hawkins. And breaking hearts was probably one of the hardest part of this job. Sorry for hurting any of yours or any of you as a coach as we were going through, because there's a lot of folks that we did that to. You know what it is about? It's about relationship. I got in my hand here a list of every kid that's been a Highland Bulldog baseball player since 1992, a long time ago. It's about relationship. I got a group 10 years ago that won a state title, but the important part, the shortstop lives in town, is having his second baby in August. Second baseman is the son of a colleague. He's an engineer, and the catcher's an engineer in St. Louis. Another catcher got married May the 3rd. I got a left fielder whose brother is out here. Hold your hand up, brother. Yeah, there he is right down there. Ethan is down here, and Billy, the dad, was an 8th grader the first year I was here. An amazing family, just an example of relationship that keeps building. We had veterans lessons. We did those assemblies. They would come into the classroom and somehow through their passion, through their ability to tell a story, they would communicate and take us back and allow us to touch places like Pearl Harbor, World War II, Afghanistan. They teach things bigger than self, like freedom, country, patriotism, family. Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been a thing, has been a priority for a long time. The leadership in your class, the class of 2025, has been better than ever. Amazing leadership with incredible insights. I got a Bible study group on Thursday morning. Thanks for being profound truth diggers each week to you folks. What's the point? Well, here's the advice. You ready? Class of 2025. In a minute, they're going to read your names. You're going to come up, and every one of you is going to get one of these diplomas. Okay? The thing I'll remember about you is your talent, your humor, your artistry, and your depth. And here's an advice from a 415-year-old bald guy that you can throw away with tomorrow's toilet paper. Are you ready? Number one, get a vocation that is a mission. And never let that override the job of mom or dad when you get it. Those folks had an eternal impact on me. You can be that to somebody else. Get a vocation. 2, pursue truth relentlessly about job, life, history. 3, value, I would say even savor relationships. In this class, Carter, Garen, Chase, Gavin, Alan, Braxton, Will are all part of our current team, and it is my honor to be your coach. That relationship that we have is never going to change. It's never going away. 4, understand serving a higher cause. Humility is critical. I'm wrong a lot. I'm sorry a lot. My bad a lot. And I love you helps get through life. And 5, bathe everything in gratitude. Like and 1,000,000 thank yous to God and to you all for making this life's vocation so wonderful. For Abe last year and Blaze this year, my sons, I'm so proud to be graduating you with you, my son. I love you both. For each player, each student, we changed your name a little. And each colleague, we love you from the bottom of my heart. And for all of us in the class of 2025, my prayer is that each step of your future will have God's direction as you go now and change the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Coach Hawkins, and thank you to all of our retirees this year one more time. Yeah, go ahead one more time. Every year, we like to spend just a couple minutes and talk about the accomplishments of the class. So for this year's class of 2025, they have some extraordinary accomplishments. They've performed incredibly well, earning titles, awards, and championships in regionals, sectionals, and state competitions. Our graduates will have earned MVC championships in football, boys cross country, boys and girls golf, and boys basketball. Our football team not only won a conference, they went to the second round of the IHSA playoffs. Our boys cross country team won the Madison County Invite and then won an IHSA sectional. Our girls bowling team won a regional championship as well. Our dance team continuously advances to the state tournament in Bloomington almost every year, and we had multiple students who went to state as individuals in cross country, tennis, track, bass fishing, and boys and girls wrestling. Along with the sports, we had lots of students who were phenomenal at extracurriculars as well. This class is talented in fine and visual arts, including band, choir, show choir, musicals, and art shows. This year, our drama students performed Frankenstein and Big Fish. The choir was terrific at the Magical Dinner and Renfest. We had many band and choir students perform beautifully at ILMEA, All-State, and other regional and state events. Our math team qualified for state. Our Scholar Bowl, Model UN, and chess clubs have tons of kids who work incredibly hard at the passions they have. We have seniors who do W-Dog Media, FCA, Student Council, OS Impact, and the Multicultural Club. Sophia mentioned just a minute ago our Platinum Chef team started in 2017, won their first ever Platinum Chef competition at SWIC. Our Ag and FFA programs are the strongest in the land. We have strong membership. We have students participating. They win multiple contests. They attend the FFA state and national convention. Several members have earned top recognition. And like I said, I would say that our FFA chapter is considered to be the top in the state. Along with the extracurriculars and the sports, we know that coming to school also involves going to school, going to class. Highlands USD 5 has a diverse and challenging course catalog. Our board, community, and staff all work to give our students the best learning environment possible. Our students are dedicated in the classroom with AP classes, dual credit classes. They take electives in computer science, career and technical courses, agriculture, family and consumer sciences, engineering, building and trades, industrial education, business, finance, and many more. I'm losing my breath talking about all the things our students do. That's pretty phenomenal. Academically, there were 31 Illinois State Scholars this year. They won multiple college and scholarship awards. We gave this number the other night at our honors banquet. Over $3.6 million was awarded to these students. What a number. We had an IHSA Academic All-State member. We had an award-winning yearbook. We had National Honor Society, like I said, Art Honor Society members, and many students who learned a foreign language. We had students go out and go to SWIC through Running Start. We had students go to our Collinsville Vocational Center. Several of our students joined the CEO Entrepreneur Program that's provided by our Business Education Alliance. There's that community again, helping our students. Recently, our construction trades class just finished up their last house in the community. We toured it yesterday with the BEA, actually. It was phenomenal. It's absolutely incredible. Those not attending college are starting careers in agriculture, construction, and business. Students are beginning vocational and apprentice programs in science, engineering, and computer fields. Some will enter medical service and healthcare fields, and others are heading out to even become teachers. We need you. We need you desperately. We can't wait to have you back right here. Not only do we have students attending schools, trades, and going to work, but many of our graduates will be enlisting. I think probably defending our nation is the highest calling that any student can have, and we have several of those students answering that call. We would like to acknowledge the students from the class of 2025 who enlisted in the military, as well as all of the veterans in the audience. To those who have or will serve, would you please stand up so we can recognize and honor your service to our country? Once again, thank you all for your service, and we wish the best of luck to our next generation of military. Finally, when you become principal, you have to get up here and you have to do these things. And one of the things you have to do is you have to give some words of advice like Coach Hawkins did. And I'm truthfully not the best at giving advice at times. And as I sat there and I thought about this class, and I went back and forth with different things, and I used those Google things that Sadie had talked about, and I looked at different quotes, I just kept having one word pop into my head, one word. Every time I'd go do something, I'd come back and that word would be stuck there in my head. And honestly, that word is kindness. I have never seen a group of students who are more kind, who are willing to give of their time, their effort, and their energy for other people in the school as well as other people in the community. They had kindness to their friends. They had kindness to their families. It's been amazing to witness. I didn't know high school students could be that charitable. I did not know that they would be willing to give their own money, their hard-earned money. These students work, and they would take that money, and I would see them put it into the coffee cans for his kids, and I would see them buying baked goods for students who needed it. So let me leave you with this, students. Okay, kindness is a rare thing anymore. We need more kindness in this world. We need you to keep being kind. As you go out, it'll get more difficult at times, I can promise you. But continue to be kind. In a world full of darkness, be some light. Thank you. Now it's that time we've been waiting for. Time to present the class of 2025. It's an honor for me to present the class. Each student has met rigorous academic requirements per the state of Illinois and Highland CUSD 5. Marshals, I see you standing. Why don't you come on up? Here in a moment, our class sponsors, Mrs. Hines and Miss McKee, will be coming to read the names. If you would please hold the applause so that each student's name can be heard, we'd appreciate that very much. At this time, it is my privilege to present the class of 2025.
I'm short. Are you ready? Let's do this. Celia Claire Beckemeyer. Alyssa Josephine Vidmar. Joshua David Ottmer. Ellie Rose Campworth. Braden James Schroff. Brecken Todd Box. Sydney Rose Buss. Faith Autumn Fanning. Kennedy Jane Cordy. Josie K. Wojciechowicz. Sydney Brooke Kozar. Madison Claire Emig. Peyton Ann Beard. Liam Rudolph Kobman. Ethan Carter Troxel. Jack Michael Charles Henschen. Paige Elizabeth Kleibacher. Thomas Matthew Mitchell. William Stanley Jansen. Libby Dean Schrumpf. Jordan Robert Hetley. Mercy Lynn Ferguson. Grace Elise Fenton. Jake Wilson Sadler. Peyton Claire Fry. Oliver James Kemper. William James Linsco. Allison Grace Winfield Russo. Sadie Lynn Hogue. Ruby Diane Baser. Luke Nolan Schoen. Kylie Madeline Sowers. Taylor Elizabeth Stewart. Meredith Aileen Habing. Madeline May Shirley. Michaela Rose Bagwell. Ava Lee Fisher. Hunter Garrett Fridley. Kane Alexander Freilich. Brianna Adele Kelly. Ella Marion Maynor. Gage Thomas Oliver. August Eileen Rotman. Olivia Lauren Wilkin. Jenna Christine Bellum. Avery Claude Brock. Alyssa Janice Korsmeyer. Gianna May Hanvey. Mason Cade Hazelhorst. Trent Joseph Stock. Sophia Brooke Fleming. Jenny Lynn Cheyenne Stanley. We gotta back up at the camera. I was going too fast. Kiara Kai Bailey. Claire Elizabeth Rittenhouse. Maya Ann Shipbach. Bernard Anthony Fuller. Olivia Grace Knable. Cadence Grace Wellen. Lydia Legosteva. Alex Landon Reinerman. Jonathan Jerome Pierce. Emma Jan Schrage. Anna Michelle Kramer. Caitlin Elizabeth Wilson. Caden Joseph Cooper. Ethan Franklin Greenwald. Lola K. Schlarman. Blake Logan Reinerman. Haley Nicole Ritz. Allison Marie Pace. Ashton John Zobrist. Trent Joseph Holzman. Lucy Burrows. Grant Harrison Fleming. Haley Marie Mensch Hilsman. Evan Daniel Cooper. Chase Michael Knable. Alexia Maria DiMaggio. Michael Eric Bojarzin. That's right. Ryan Thomas Canterbury. Samuel Vaughn Hillscamp. Blaze Whitefield Hawkins. Coy Carrie Ketchum. Christian Andrew Knobloch. Bailey Ann Holzinger. Riley Rose Tolley. Haley Paige Riley. Ian Michael Diamond. Garen Edward Stone III. Presley Shea Carlton. Ava Elizabeth Friedrich. Alyssa Rain Powers. Devin Allen Becker. Dalton John Ballant. Riley Renee Brown. Andrea Elizabeth Perez. Holly Lynn Van Derzen. Grace Annabelle Fergus. Haley Marie Miller. Reagan Evelina Tanner. Anthony Xavier Knable. Michaela Rochelle Cook. Hallie Nicole Carnes. Bailey Emma Rose Dorsey. Mackenzie Renee McMullen. Ava Grace McPherson. Jared Samuel Colburn. Mariana Joe Sturkis. Alexis Leilani Redmond. Eli Elizabeth Rayum. Caitlin Marie Driscoll. William Todd Levan. Maggie Carolyn Norris. Mila Ray Wheat. Joseph Michael Adams Klug. Alan Edward Adolph. Olivia Ann Hope Adolph. Wyatt Austin Anderson. Gavin Richard Arsinski Merkel. Rosalind Avalos. Lucas Ryan Barbie. Elena Jean Beard. Talon Patrick Beard. Kiana Brooke Benningfield. Haley Nicole Blastenbry. Alex Thomas Bonensteel. William Tivis Bolin. Travis Mitchell Bowman. Allison Noel Brissenden. Aaron Len Brown. Ella Elizabeth Burton. Connor Dale Carroll. Cameron Lee Claro. Jaden Patricia Dale. Braxton Lee Decker. Braden James Diener. Andrea Elizabeth Durham. Bryce Richard Eddy. Cameron Joseph England. Emma Grace Etheridge. Sebastian Patrick Fergus. Colin Michael Ferguson. Parker James Fleming. Mason Nicholas Frank. Jonathan Thomas Gaines. Donovan Michael Garrison. Landon Michael Gooden. Isaiah Russell Grunenfelder. Emma Elizabeth Gully. Kaylin Marie Hammondtree Cruz. Malachi Duke Hampsh. Luke Tyler Hartlip. Colin Matthew Heldenbrand. Ethan James Heldenbrand. Cashin Rebecca Herber. Carter Henry Holthouse. Logan Ray Hopsis. Alex Jacob Howard. Logan David Holtz. Cody Allen Jacober. Lily Jane Jeremiah. Addison Michelle Johnson. Lexi Claire Johnson. Nicholas Allen Judge. Devon Stephen Kessinger. Nathaniel Joseph Klaas. Penny Lane Bierman Kloss. Nathan James Klosterman. Jacob Shane Kirkenmeyer. Matthew John Labriere. Dylan Reese Lake. Kylie Lynn Landolt. Boston Andrew Lawson. Aiden Allen Lelm. Chad Michael Lime. Dana Lynn Little. Matthew Lloyd Livingston. Jaden James Labello. Ruthie Ann Jilly Ray Maynor. Jalen Therese Martinez. Aaron Gregory Massa. Ellison Michelle May. Isabel Marie Maynor. Michaela Angelica McMillan. Nan Noctien Nguyen. Keegan Kenneth Paul Neer. Gianni Lee Nuremberger. Griffin Percy Odom. Cole Delane Parsons. Andrew Cole Phillips. Wesley James Pullman. Jonathan Edward Joseph Pratt. Elise Rose Pruno. Estrella K. Purcell. Tyson Dennis Rakers. Blake Adam Reinacher. Reed Douglas Rinder. Drake Joseph Robertson. Carson Blake Robinson. Katie Ann Michelle Rodriguez. Evan Thomas Rose. Naomi Rebecca Reish. Phoenix Delana Schmidt. Morgan Grace Schwarz. Ellen Ryan Sager. Aiden Tyler Sharp. Savannah Elise Sharp. Megan Marasi Shaw. Mariska Lillian Shimaskevich. Avery Grace Starwalt. Luke Matthew Stone. Noah Lee Stratton. Evan Wayne Strubinger. Cheyenne Mackenzie Sullivan. Brant Joseph Swearingen. Dakota Jackson Tiemann. Nevaeh Violet Todd. Cody Allen Trowbridge. Hayden Douglas Twyford. Allison Callie Valdez Ortiz. Isaac Earl Vandersand. Jace David Voss. Rome David Wallace. Ashlyn Michelle Welsh. James Lewis Westbury. Luke Aiden Whalen. Megan Aileen Wiesman. Claire Diane Williamson. Daniel Lynn Winfrey.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Hines. That's a tough job, so thank you. Thank you very much. Well, class of 2025, we're here. Would you please stand? Would you take that tassel that's on the right and would you move it to the left, signifying your graduation accomplishment? Congratulations, 2025 graduates. All right, 2025 graduates, let's get back to our spots and we'll get this evening wrapped up. For everyone who was able to attend our ceremony tonight, we thank you all very much. We wish you the best of luck, class of 2025. Everyone, enjoy your evening, be safe, and God bless.